Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another 7 Deadly Sins video. So, today we're going to be doing a little bit of speculation and kind of looking into, the big question. Blue Lilia just came out and everything, and that was pretty much the character that everybody had been saving for since Blue Demon Melee dropped. And they kind of dropped pretty close together, so I guess the question is, who are we going to save for now? So, I've got a couple of different people in mind. I've been taking a look at a lot of different stuff from JP. I've actually got some stuff that I'm going to show you guys. But first of all, let's go over to the browser really quick. And look at this. So this is a spreadsheet of all of the past banners for JP, and the most notable part is Valenti is right here on the 21st of November. And just a disclaimer, I know that JP is pretty much on like a whole different timeline than Global at this point. Global has been doing things in their own way, so just take this all with a little bit of, a grain of salt, because obviously everything is subject to change, because JP did things one way, and I think Global is really looking at the way JP did it and seeing how certain characters affected the meta, and they're kind of moving things around and releasing things in their own order to try to make sure that nothing gets absolutely busted. With that being said, Blue Meliodas and Blue Lilia are tearing up PvP at the moment, so I don't even know if Valenti getting released beforehand really did that much good, but Valenti is doing work right now, shutting them down, but she's really the only option. So, take it with a little bit of salt, because, everything's subject to change, especially with Global doing their own thing. So, yeah. 21st of November is kind of like a rough timeline of where we're at, because this is Valenti right here. We've already got her. We just got Blue Merlin not too long ago. I don't think this is Green Deanne. I think this is the Green Big Deanne. I think the other Green Deanne, yeah, this is Green Small Deanne, came out up here. So we just got her. You can see that there's a little bit of a weird time gap there. But this is a bigger Deanne. This is a giant Deanne. But the 30th of December is kind of where I'm wanting to look, because obviously Red Escanor is going to be coming out. I don't think it will be that soon. Obviously, there's a lot of characters that they kind of need to get through to get us up to that point. Like, we're still missing Monspeet. I think Monspeet was supposed to come out with Demon Meliodas. Yeah, right there. I don't think there's any other character. I think all of these characters we're good on. I think we've already gotten all of these. The Halloween update, I would assume they're going to probably push out at a later time. Like, I don't know if they're going to keep these all the way until Halloween for us, considering it's so far away, but, I mean, they could. I don't know. They did a Halloween update on JP where they added 3 characters. It was a Red Meliodas, obviously, a Blue Elaine, and a Gila. I'm pretty sure they gave away this green Gila for free, and they gave her 6/6, so don't expect that on Global, I guess. But yeah, so we're pretty much caught up a lot. We've already got Death Pierce, we've got Dogetta. We don't have Melascula or Red Fat King, I don't think. I think we have a Blue and Green Fat King. And if I'm not mistaken, on JP, this Red Fat King is on the Part 2 banner. So, or the Part 2 tickets banner. So we could potentially get him soonish, but I don't know for sure. We don't have Gloxinia yet. We already have Deldry and Arden. I don't know that we have Blue Nunchuck Bond. I don't think we do, but I'm not positive on that. I don't think so. This is, like I said, this is a giant green Deanne. From my understanding, she's actually pretty good, but I don't know whether or not we should expect her soon or not. Like I said, I don't know the timeline of when these characters are coming out. I'm kind of just looking at, certain characters that are going to be really big coming to the game that we should maybe look out for. So, Red Escanor being one, but the thing about Red Escanor is if we go over to the game really quick, and I swap over to JP, because I still have it installed. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to have to reboot the game. While this is getting back into the game, we'll switch back over to the browser really quick. So, well, So yeah, Red Escanor is obviously the biggest one, or like the soonest one from our standpoint as far as like the JP releases go. Obviously, they could swap some of these around and everything, but the ones that I've been looking at the most are Red Escanor. I don't know how good Green Demon Meliodas is. I don't think he's really all that great. Plus, I think he might have been like a special New Year unit, so I'm not positive on if we'll get him or not, because I know this Jericho is a New Year unit as well. I think Elizabeth might be. Bellion right here, and Elat somewhere right here. Elat and Bellion are both from the Seven Deadly Sins movie, so I don't know when they would be planning on releasing those. It looks like both Esterossas came out on the same update, which I don't. That doesn't sound right, but maybe they did. I'm not sure. I wasn't there. But I'm pretty sure the green Esterossa is a good unit, and I don't think red Esterossa is nearly as good, but green Esterossa is pretty good, like worth looking into. And the other one that I was interested in is both of these Derieris. I don't know which Derieri is better. Actually, I've tried to look into that. I actually have red Derieri on JP just from doing random pulls. But I've not used her at all because I literally did the anniversary summons and kind of dropped off the game because I'm not really planning on playing it. But the thing with some of these units is if we get into the game really quick here. Sorry, this is taking a second. Okay, so close that. The thing with some of these units is if we go over to the coin shop, you'll notice that I think they've done a change to the coin shop in recent time on JP. So some of this stuff is probably subject to change. Like it might not look like this. I don't know. I don't know what exactly changed, but from what I understand, people were saying that the coin shop on JP changed like maybe a couple of months ago or weeks ago. I'm not sure exactly when they changed it, but people were just telling me that it changed. So here's the thing. Red Escanor right here is a coin shop unit. So I don't know if it would necessarily be all that important to save up a ton of gems for him, because you're going to be able to just, if you save up your SSR coins, you could potentially just buy him off the coin shop. Obviously, Escanor is a good unit, and from my understanding, this red Escanor is good, so you may want to summon on the banner, but I would say, unless it's like a step up or something like that, maybe don't go super hard on it. Other than that, this is green Esterossa is actually in the coin shop. I think this is the better of the two. Don't quote me on that because I don't know. I don't have this unit obviously, so I can't even test it for myself. And from what I've seen of people playing JP, I think this is the right one. I think this is the good one, and people use him, and he seems like he's a pretty good unit. I don't think he's like a 10 out of 10 unit. Like I don't think he's quite on the same level as the Escanors, but he's pretty decent. I don't know if he's worth like shelling out tons of gems for, but he's a really cool character. I do like Esterossa from the show and everything like that, so I may end up trying to get him just because of his cool factor. And he's actually a halfway decent unit. And then even Green Derieri is also a coin shop unit. So from what we were looking at on the thing over here, this says that both Derieris came out on February 27th. And if that even remotely happens close to each other on global, definitely try to summon for red Derieri, I guess, since she's not going to be a coin shop unit, and go for green Derieri in the coin shop maybe. Another thing to note is that obviously the 10 commandments cost 10 coins, whereas the 7 deadly sins cost 7 coins. So you can see green Derieri is actually on sale for 7 coins, and the sins are on sale for 5 coins. So you could probably try to find them on sale, but I don't know. That's really up to you to decide on whether or not they're worth it. And then I think every other unit past that point pretty much is probably out of the question for a while. I don't know how often they're going to want to release OC characters and everything like that, but Mono is the next. Or no, this is Easton and Mono on the same banner actually, so I guess they released them at the same time. Those are two OC characters. that we could potentially see in the future. I don't think it would be anytime soon, but then again, I don't know. The way that they scheduled everything on Global, it was really weird because they released Green Lilia, and then not but like 2 or 3 banners later, Valenti was out, and then 2 or 3 banners later, Blue Lilia was out. So it was all like within a really close time period, like really close proximity to each other, which is really weird because you can see Blue Lilia came out here, and then Green Lilia came out with the Slime collab, like a couple of months difference there, and then even Valenti came out the month after Blue Lilia came out. So I don't know. Obviously, the timeline is completely misconstrued at this point. So, really, kind of, I keep saying it, but take it with a grain of salt. None of this is confirmed on like any sort of like timeline. So, we could get it, who knows, anytime really. But I would assume none of this is going to be in the near future, so we should have a pretty decent amount of time to save up gems, because they're probably going to be releasing some of these other like characters that we've missed at this point, like Blue Melascula. Monspeak should be coming out, sometime. Not sure when exactly, but there is this, like I said, Fat King right here. Gloxinia needs to come out, I guess. That's if they're going to try to catch up to like get us to the point to where they were on JP. Obviously, some of this stuff is different, like the Halloween event. Some of those units probably won't come out right now. The New Year's units might not come out right now unless they just rebrand them as not New Year's units and just release them for a special occasion or something like that. I don't know, but those are just the ones that I was really looking into, like, Red Escanor. The Red King is actually really good. He's a really good like sub-slot unit. Apparently he has a lot to do with pierce rate on your team, like it lowers the enemy's pierce rate from what I understand. So he's a really good unit to look into, which I don't think he's a coin shop unit at all, so maybe we should summon for him. And then the Esterossa is okay. And then one of the, I think it's the Red Derieri, but even if the Green Derieri is a coin shop unit. So, I don't know. Cool units coming up in the future. Obviously, a lot of this is just speculation and everything, so don't get it, too crazy, but I don't know. It's going to be cool. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up in the future, so I'm just looking forward to it and kind of speculating on what we should kind of save and wait for. If any of you guys actually played JP or anything like that, or have any sort of input, feel free to leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys think and, kind of chat with you guys about it. So, yeah. Leave me some feedback, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.